Hi everyone, and welcome back to my latest video tutorial. I am so excited to see you here. My name is Ivana and I own a small AI interior styling studio in the UK, precisely in Watford. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a clear roadmap on how to go from AI generated image to real life decor, furnishing, and everything else around it. Because let's face it, that's the most important part. What good is it to us to create these amazing images with AI if they are not then transferable into real life? Now, before we move on to my laptop and into my office, I really just want to quickly talk about the differences between different AI apps. Now we have so many of them out there and what we do, because I think it's so important, and there's also a lot of misunderstanding what's going on with these apps. So guys, firstly, AI Creative Interiors, we are not a generic app. We are a dedicated personalized service. We are sort of like similar to traditional interior designers, where we walk you through the whole process from generating concepts to shopping lists, to even customized artwork. And we do not use generic AI apps. And I want to be really clear on that. We have a in-house sophisticated AI software that is a tool. It's just a tool. It's not be all and end all. And there's a lot of manual expert editing. On top of that, we use other tools to help us to deliver really sort of like a image or concept that can actually be transferred into real life. Now, even with AI generic apps out there, you have to be so careful, because, you know, when we hear the word AI, we all think, well, it's the same thing. No, each AI app is so different. Some of them are put together just to make quick money. Some of them are more thought through. You really need to do your research to see what really gives you the result that you can actually apply to real life. Otherwise, it's useless. So guys, I just wanted to make sure that you understand the difference between the services that we provide, the years of work behind this service, and it's a handheld service that delivers results that you can actually apply to real life. We are not an AI app. And, you know, even our library has like over 50,000 images that we work with and can apply to your interior. So guys, there's a massive, massive difference. I have a Facebook group where you are very welcome to join. And the culture is at the moment very towards free, but not all AI apps are equal. And the software is something completely different. So I hope that makes sense. And now, without further ado, let's go over to my laptop and let's see what we can do with those images. Right, guys, welcome back to my laptop and my workflow. Grab myself a hot coffee. It's such a hot day. Okay, guys, so first things first, I've got some of my resources ready, and I want to tell you about this resource hub because I think it's so valuable when you are working with AI. So basically, I am constantly developing this resource hub. So it's articles that you really need to know before you start with AI, how to take great photos. Also, I am providing free of charge this from concept to realities, which also gives you a roadmap on what to do. You know, you can print it out or fill it in. And basically, it gives you sort of like a key details that you have to know when you are translating those images into reality. So feel free to download it. There's no sign up required. It's all yours if you need to, want to. Next, I also have, so basically, guys, look at this resource hub. It really is useful. I'm also sort of like, I've opened some of these pages. So here's sort of like how to take great photos. Unfortunately, I still see such terrible photos that people post in Facebook groups and think, well, AI is this magic button that you press and it gives you this great concepts, but it's so important to start with the good photos. That's absolutely the key. So take a look at this one. There's also a video on this that I will pop in the link underneath this video. Then I've got this practical guide open, how to bring your AI designs to life. Then 10 common mistakes to avoid. And also we are now going to be starting with this from AI image to reality, a simple guide and UK shopping list. And this project had been developed to show you, what is going on and how this all works, what we do. So guys, again, we do not use generic AI apps. We have a sophisticated software. Some of our work is done through Midjourney's software, simply because we have such a massive library of work that we have created over the years since 2022. And I myself am really familiar with Midjourney and love working with it. So guys, we are using AI as a tool, as a guiding tool, but then there's just so much going on top of that. So it's not a generic AI concept, and then you're thinking, oh my god, what do I do with this now, like the chair is floating, and nothing like that. So let's take a look at it all through step by step. So here is what we have before and after. Again, I will pop this link underneath this video so you can take a look. What I'm doing here, as you can see, this is completely like a white gray image. I like to desaturate my images completely before, firstly, let's sort of like go back to why people want to use AI, or, why people are looking for that inspiration. So number one, they are either stuck on specific problem, like I don't know what color walls I should have, or what color of cabinet. So it's specific problem that they want to solve. Number two is they are sort of like, they've just moved in and it's a completely blank slate, and honestly they are stuck on what to do with that space. So if we are sort of in that situation, this image was a little bit weird to start with, but when I desaturated it, you can see that it's got good bones. So we then created many concepts. Now this is the one I chose because I love modern farmhouse. But let's take a look at what else we created for this concept. So I'm just going to grab this is my Behance portfolio work where I host all my projects. So guys, again, I'm popping it underneath this video so you can see what's possible. Now, where is it? Oh yeah, it's here. Right, so yeah, so I've designed actually 100 plus inspirational things. You can also watch my other video. And basically, these are the concepts that I created. If you just go through some of them. And again, guys, this isn't a client work. This is basically, I created this as an inspiration to show you. Of course, some of these are way too out there, but it's just, again, just to show you what's possible. And the reason that I love AI in interior styling, interior design, is because it gives you that confidence to go for these changes. Because we can see that online on Pinterest and magazines, but we cannot really imagine what it would look like or how that would translate into our space. And I honestly, genuinely believe that seeing is believing, and it gives you that confidence to go for it. And this is so incredible. So again, some of these concepts. Let me know, guys, what you would go for, or if you look at this project later. So what I've picked, I've picked a simple image, which is this one, because it's sort of like easily translated into real life. And then we started with a shopping list for the client. Well, for the obviously this is just a project for us to show you what we can do. So then we went from a blank canvas to a living space. So we've gone into the this one next. So let's start with the space. So if you are using AI for your own space, there are key things that you need to do. And again, I'm reading it from the article, but it's because I don't want to forget anything important. You need to measure your room. It's so important. Also, the photograph needs to be just right, but you don't need to be perfect because, of course, we are popping it into AI. And then draw a simple box on any piece of paper. This is just for you, so it absolutely doesn't need to look professional, and mark where things are. So add a square for the windows and a line to show which way the door opens. Yeah, so not where, for example, a radiator is. So that's it. And this simple sketch is now your secret weapon. So it means you can shop with confidence, knowing for sure that the beautiful sofa you choose will fit perfectly and that you'll still be able to open all doors and drawers. Number two, and guys, this is so important, becoming a design detective, the fun part. So guys, when we look at this image, we need to be like a design detectives. We need to figure out what is it that we love about the space, because the aim of AI concepts isn't to recreate this whole thing. It's to recreate the feeling. And how do we recreate the feeling? Well, we need to figure out the what I like to call recipe for the room, the list of ingredients that creates this specific feeling of warmth and style. Figuring out this recipe is a service that we've perfected at AICI. I'm quite confident to say that creating a detailed, clickable shopping list that sources everything from the exact shade of paint to the perfect sofa is a popular add-on for our clients. It's actually included in our higher tier design packages. And it's our way of taking that final bit of stress out of the process of decorating or redecorating. But you can absolutely do this detective work yourself. The goal is to train your eye to see the details. So engage all your senses, like really look at it. Why does this make me feel so good? Like really like feel the image in a way and see what is it? Is it the lighting? Is it the texture? Is it what hero items are in that image that makes you so excited? So then the modern tools that we're going to be testing here are Google Lens and Pinterest Lens. I prefer to use Google Lens, but also guys, don't forget to use modern chatbots because they can be really invaluable in helping us figuring out that recipe. And then retail visual search. So Wayfair, for example, have a visual search function. Now, sometimes it appears for me, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what that's about. Guys, let me know if you are experiencing the same thing. Sometimes I can see it on it, sometimes I can't. So it's I think it's better to sort of like go with Google Lens. And this is what the shopping lists look like. So basically, we do create a full shopping list, as you can see, for the clients so that it really takes all the stress out. So the recipe for this particular image for us, again, this is us. You may feel differently. The materials and finishes. So these are the core textures that we are looking for. The feature wall, the star of the show is the exposed brick wall. I mean, look at it, right? It gives you that immediate sort of like a modern farmhouse look, which I absolutely personally love. It provides instant texture, character, and a rustic warmth that stops the room feeling too new or stark. To get this look without major construction, your best option in the UK are brick slips, thin slices of real brick, or high quality textured brick effect wall panels. We are going to go, I will show you all these products. And then we have the wood. Oh my God, what a beautiful material. So the kitchen island and the flooring are beautiful natural oak. Notice it's not a dark, heavy wood. It has a light, almost matte finish that feels fresh, clean, and modern. Sticking to one type of wood across the space creates a warm, cohesive feeling. Now, the cabinets and the sofa, the kitchen cabinets are modern, handleless design with a smooth matte finish. We actually also call these the shaker style cabinets. This is key. A glossy finish would have matteless calm. The sofa complements this with a soft textured fabric like a durable weave in a heather or charcoal grey, which is both practical and comfortable. And then we have these metal accents. Look at this, right? The metal accents really complement the room. The finishing touches are black metal elements on the pendant lights and the legs of the coffee table. This touch of black grounds the space and gives it slightly industrial, modern edge that connects everything together. And now we figured out the recipe for this space, and we know what sort of like ties this room together. So the core materials and finishes. Now we then go on to the color palette. So it's the mood. So the color palette is wonderfully simple and effective. The main neutral, the dominant color is the soft warm gray of the kitchen cabinets. This is the sophisticated anchor of the room and it's timeless choice. The natural tones, some warm oak and terracotta red of the brick, beautiful combination. And the wall color, the rest of the walls are very soft off white. It's important they aren't a brilliant cold white, which would feel jarring next to the brick. So guys, again, the lighting is so important. We always say go for layered lighting. It's not just enough, like AI images, again, are wonderful at creating amazing lighting effect. But how we get this, it's not just one light in a room. You need to have really a combination of top lights, then sort of like warm lights that really create that warm feeling that we all crave and that create a cozy home as well. Now, so to get this look in the UK, so guys, always use tester pots. Don't forget what we see on the screen is not a true color. Now, so many companies have a color picker, but you really do need to do your testing. So get a small sample pots and try them on your walls to see how they feel before you commit. Again, that will give you that design confidence that you can do this. So for the cabinets, then we go for the walls and finding the pieces that tell the story. Now that's number 3, very important step. So this is where your room truly begins to take shape. You don't need to find exact items, guys. This is so important. I see so many people, especially in Facebook groups, trying to get that exact item. It's not about that. It's about recreating the feeling. So you need to recreate the spirit that makes you feel a certain way. So if you look at this, how does it make you feel? What is it in this image that makes you feel good? Think about it for a second. If you need to, pause this video and truly think about it. So at the end of this article, we've included a detailed shopping list for this space with direct links to UK retailers. And also think of it like casting actors for a play when you are furnishing or recreating the AI image in a real world. So you need a strong silent type, a warm, friendly character, and a sparkling personality to tie it all together. It's the same with furniture. By understanding the role each piece play, you can find perfect fit for your home. And again, guys, we are going to be looking at that shopping list. And also, guys, we also create a custom artwork for your home. So, guys, again, especially if you are on a budget, find 1 or 2 hero items that you absolutely, probably should splash on, and then the rest keep it sort of like on the safe option. When we do our shopping list, we include splurge option and safe option. Of course, it's up to the client. Some clients want one or the other. So with the sofa, again, look at the sofa that we have here. I wouldn't go for this type of sofa. I also have a gray sofa, but mine is very plush where I sort of can burrow and just really relaxing. But lots of people like this kind of like a minimalistic sofa. It just wouldn't be for me, but everyone's different. So what to look for? This is an L-shaped sectional sofa. A sectional is actually an American word, often called a chase corner sofa. So the color is a versatile charcoal or heather gray. If you guys go to any retailers in the UK, and I travel a lot to US to see my son, but I am yet to find a furniture store, so I haven't been able. But I will do another video where I'll sort of like go around a few UK stores, and you will see that really the gray sofa is very, very popular because it goes with so many color combinations. So what to search for online? So use terms like gray chase sofa, charcoal sectional, or corner sofa with chase lounge. So key tips, sofas like this come in left hand facing or right hand facing configuration. So look at your own room floor plan to decide which side you want the long chase section to be on. Very important. And where to look in the UK. So for great style and quality, heels, West Elm, and then also we have for a huge variety of options and fabrics, John Lewis Next Home Loaf. But I personally also like in the UK, I got mine from Oak Furnitureland, and again, I go for very, very plush furnishings. So these are just some of our items from our shopping list, but I'll show you everything in a minute. Now the coffee table, again, guys, I'm not going to go through everything, but basically this takes you through everything, like what to look for. Also, when you are looking for items, let's say that you are looking for example online, so be as descriptive as you can. So use terms like distress gray rack or abstract charcoal rack or vintage look gray rack, and you will have so many results. It's not true that what AI concepts are creating we cannot replicate. It's just that we are looking at it wrong, and this is so important to remember. Don't look at it like it needs to be the exact replica of that image. It's the feeling, and remember all those ingredients for the recipe. So the textures, the lighting, a few hero items that we can really invest in, and we get that look. Guys, so let's take a look at the, okay, and then of course the light. Again, I'm providing a lot of inspiration on how to sort of do this, do sort of go for the lights. Again, I love for ambient lighting, I love Edison type lights that are now everywhere. It's just such a beautiful lights. You know, this is how it used to be when it was first invented, and it's just such a warm, beautiful amber type of light that it just makes you so good. So guys, here I did the cost as well for furnishing a room like this. So the safe approach, the approximate total for furniture and all the finishes would be from 8,000 to 18,000 if you are starting with the completely blank state. And for the splurge option, 30 to 50,000, because again, we have splurge, everything is really expensive. And then bringing it all home. So from a single beautiful image to a room you can actually live in and love. So guys, start with a simple map of your own space, figuring out the room's recipe of materials or colors, and then searching for pieces that tell your story. The entire project become a series of small, manageable decisions, not one big, overwhelming one. And add those layers of light is what turns the space from a collection of nice things into a warm and welcoming home. And of course, what makes a home is also nice memories. And that comes when we are feeling good in our home. The goal, guys, and this is so important, is never to create a perfect carbon copy of an image. It's to use it as a trusted guide to create a room that reflects you and the way you live and your family lives. So maybe you'll choose a sofa in a deep green instead of gray. Who knows? Or find a vintage coffee table with more character. That's exactly what this is about, figuring out what makes you happy, figuring out that recipe for yourself. Guys, so let's go on to our shopping list. So, number one advice that I can give you when we are working with our shopping list is to use Google Lens, but also don't be afraid to use chatbots that are available for free. I actually use Google AI Studio, which is here. So, AI Google Studio. Literally, you've got so many tokens every day, and it's quite clever. So here is where you sort of like can pop your image and ask it prompts, as for example, that you may want to try what is the key sort of like items to recreate this look, if I'm on a budget, or let's say like I can only afford one or two good quality items, and it sort of will help you figure it out. And also another thing very, very important is you can do this here as well, but you need to then run with Google search or UR context. But also if you go to Google itself, so we go to google.com, and it's got this lens here. Now we can also actually, it's also on mobile phone. So I'll just show you quickly. Now I have Galaxy. So I have it on in my Google Suite. So it's always a little bit. Let me just see. So lens. So guys, this is the lens that you have on the phone. Yeah. So this is how it works on the phone. This is actually wonderful. Even when you are in a foreign country, it actually translates the menus for you, anything you want. So what I'm going to do, I click on this lens here and search by image. And I'm going to be now uploading my file, my downloads, and grabbing my image now. And now I'm going to be basically, like looking at what I can get. So I'm just going to make this smaller because at the moment I just want a sofa. So I'm just going to focus on the sofa, leave it, and now we should be getting some results here. So obviously, some of these are not gray, but basically all sorts of results. I will show you in my shopping list what I did, what I found. I also did a lot of search away from this Google Lens. Of course, I've been using descriptive sort of keywords or search. If I go back, upload it again, and we can take a look, for example, now at, oh goodness me, let's say table. So let's take a look at this table. Right, smaller. Yep, let's see. So again, quite good results. Again, very, very similar. And again, guys, we've got these, save options and splurge options. Now, I think in America, Google Shopping is now so good that we've got many more options. So this is obviously still in the UK. Then you can actually filter it, exact matches, products, visual matches, and things like that. So you get the gist of this. And then now let's go over to my shopping list and see what we what we found. So the sofa that I found, the splurge. Oh no, this is the safe and this is the splurge. So Hill's contemporary corner sofa is nearly 5,000 and the John Lewis is 1,099. So again, here is the original. So guys, again, we are not going for exact replica. We are searching what's available in real life. And this is our John Lewis Arlo sofa. Yeah, they've got different fabrics as well. And when we click on the splurge, this is Heels. So the link that we provide you goes directly to the shopping list. Of course, guys, when we are buying something like sofas, I need to try it on. Oh my God, it's on sale now, guys. So of course, when we create that shopping list, we do say that the prices are correct at the time, but of course now look at it, it's gone down. So again, we've got that sofa here. So there are so many options and choices. Again, this one comes in different colors. You really need to sort of sit on it and see how it feels for you. Now, next we have these round coffee tables. So it's the save and splurge option. The splurge option is 1,050. And the save, I actually prefer the save option, 83.99, and that's in Wayfair. And actually, I quite like this. Guys, so you get a complete shopping list from us, and then it's up to you, how to put it together, whether you go with our shopping list or find something else. And we also create an artwork. So let's see what we did for the artwork. Oh my goodness, now I lost my shopping list. Where is it? Let me just open it from here. Downloads, shopping list. And what we have next? Next, we have the rug. Rug really completes the space, don't you think, guys? So we've got the save option for 116.99 and splurge option for 374. Then we have the artwork, Etsy, and botanical artwork on Wayfair. And then we have, of course, the brick effect. So it can be done with really high quality mural, so like this. But also, if you want the real bricks, so it's like a $22.99 per box, and they are called brick slips. This is a store in London. So here it is. Yeah. So it's this is the real, but they are really slim bricks. So yeah. And then we have the kitchens. Oh my God, I love looking for kitchens. So look for a modern shaker style with a smooth matte gray finish from a trusted kitchen suppliers. Of course, we have quite a few in the UK. These are DIY kitchens, B&Q. Again, starting from £1,718. And then these are sort of from 2,282. Then we have the lighting. And guys, again, this is downloadable. You don't need to sign up for my mailing list or anything. But if you want, of course, I would be happy to have you on my mailing list. But this is free to grab. Guys, so let's quickly take a look while we're here. Let's quickly take a look at 10 common mistakes we can make when we are working with AI images. And so number one, trying to create an exact copy. Again, guys, so important. That's not the goal of these images. We cannot recreate that because AI images are very different. Don't forget, AI can even invent furniture that doesn't exist. So for us, trying to hunt that down, that particular piece of furniture, is just going to leave us frustrated and leave us lose hope in or trust in AI. Basically, remember, it's just inspiration. It's just sort of like to give you inspired ideas. Yeah. So, but it's you need to really employ all your senses when you are looking at that image and figure out what it is that makes you feel good about that image, and then look for similar items. And there are so many similar items, guys. Don't forget, AI is again scraped from real images, so it's not going to be that difficult to find a similar item. Number two is obviously forgetting about real world size. So use painter's tape. I always say this: use painter's tape before you buy any furniture. Mark out its exact dimensions on your floor. I mean, this is a less fun part, but you really need to be so careful about your furniture. Um, grab the dimensions from the wherever you're buying that furniture, and then mark it out in your space to see whether it would actually fit. Because again, AI can place that sofa in front of all your doors. It doesn't really have that conception yet where it should go or where it should stop. Now, here are some of our design packages for you to look at. Then we have the picking mistake number three is picking paint colors from a screen. Again, such a big mistake. We have wonderful color pickers on B&Q and other color shops, but again, these can be misleading. We really need to go with a sample pot, paint a little bit on the wall before we make that final decision, and walk around it for a few days, see how light changes it, how it feels in your space, and of course, things like that. Number four, searching for furniture that doesn't exist. Yeah, we've been talking about this through the tutorial. Search for its description. So, for example, instead of trying to find one specific chair, search for curved cream armchair, and you will find many great options with the right style. Number five, ignoring the lighting. You buy all the right furniture, but the room feels cold or flat because it only has one harsh overhead lighting. The simple fix: good lighting creates a warm feeling. Try to have at least 3 points of light. This is really important in your room, like a ceiling light, a floor lamp, and a table lamp, to create that cozy atmosphere that AI images create. Mistake number six, choosing color but forgetting texture. The room has the right colors but feels boring because all the materials are flat and similar. Big mistake. The simple fix: mix up your textures. Combine soft things like velvet or linen pillows with hard things like a wood table or metal lamp. It's all about texturing. Number seven mistake, creating an impractical layout. Big one. The design looks beautiful, but it places a cabinet in front of the only power outlet you can use. So again, you really need to plan ahead. The simple fix: before you finalize your layout, think about your daily life. Is there a clear path to walk through? Is there a place you can put your drink? A beautiful room must be also easy to live in. Mistake number eight, assuming an AI budget. The mistake is getting discouraged because the furniture in the AI concept looks very expensive. The simple fix: find the most important hero item. Guys, this is so important. For me, in the room, like sitting room, the hero item is undoubtedly the sofa. In the bedroom, it's the bed. So usually the sofa or bed, I've been saying it. Spend a good part of your budget there, and then find more affordable options for smaller things like cider tables and decor. Mistake number nine, rushing to finish everything at once. No, no, no. Trying to buy everything for the room in one weekend, which can make it feel like a store showroom, not a home, guys. This is such a big mistake. Sit on your concepts for quite a few days and furnish it slowly, because that is how you build the texture, the lighting, and everything you need. So start with the big foundational items like the sofa and rug. Live with them for a bit, then slowly add the other pieces. A great room feels best when it's built over time. And I cannot stress how important this is. Don't go with your AI concept to the store in one weekend, quickly rush everything, and then you are like feeling like in a museum. No, we're not trying to get that result. Mistake number 10, not knowing why you like the image. So the mistake, you love it, but you haven't figured out the specific reasons why. The simple fix: before you buy anything, ask yourself, what do I really love here? Is it the dark, moody colors, the natural, earthy feeling, the clean, simple furniture? Knowing the answer is the key to creating a space that you'll be happy with. Oh my goodness, guys. So we've gone over a lot. I'm going to be including all the links in the description below, and I do hope that you've learned a lot. Please comment below whether you have done sort of like the process of going from AI image to real life. How did it work for you? Were there any mistakes that I am talking about that perhaps you made? And what have you learned from this video? I would so love to hear from you. Now, my website is aici.co.uk. Again, there's that resource hub that I really would love to invite you to check out, because it will help you sort of avoid any mistakes with AI created concepts. Do give us sort of like a chance if you are looking for that sort of like handheld professional service. All our packages are here. As I said, we do not use AI apps. Also, we use AI as a tool, but it's the manual editing of elements that we do to actually make sure that the results are deliverable in a real life. So basically, we don't just give you AI images, but we give you a clear roadmap and that confidence that you can do this. So these services are sort of like DIY for you, but it sort of like helps you in so many ways, because we really take care of the shopping list and artwork, whatever you may need. And Yeah, it's all about the confidence. It's all about creating the feeling that we have when we are looking at AI concepts. So guys, I really hope that you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, because there's so much content coming up. And just final words from me. I think it's just the AI is, especially in interior design. I mean, we hear a lot about AI, how it's changing the world. Some of the people are saying this is like a brand new species that we are all getting used to. But I believe that interior design and in the world we're living in, our home environment, it's going to be, this is just the beginning, what we're seeing now. There's going to be, I really believe we are going towards immersive living, like a special, like we will create special home experiences where walls will be lit up, and they will sort of change color according to our mood. AI will talk to us, make sure that we are okay. All our senses are sort of involved in our living, immersive living. And I really cannot wait. I don't think even it's that far away. So I think, like keeping at least a little bit on top of what's happening with AI is quite important. And yeah, I personally am so excited, and we are at the forefront. We will be keeping an eye on everything that's going on and let you know. So guys, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.